Alright, how you doing today, guys? Today I'm going to attempt to make a bowl. I'm going to be using this blank here. It came in square. I just knocked the edges off of it to make it a little bit easier. You'll notice once I start turning why I knocked the edges off. It's going to be, it's a little rough in the beginning because you're cutting a lot of air and your tool just keeps banging against the wood when it makes connection again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this screw that mounts in my chuck, like that, and then I'm going to attach this to it in the center. You can see I already found the center, and I'm going to use that, and because this whole inside is going to get hollowed out for the bowl, so it doesn't matter if that screw goes in a little bit. And then I'll turn down the rough shape, and then after that I'll flip it around, put it in my chuck, and then I'll hollow out the whole inside. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side after I get a finished bowl. Need to drill a hole so I can put the drive screw in there. Want to make sure it's deep enough so it'll bottom out against the face of my chuck, to make sure that I have a real sturdy spot, so I don't have to worry about it wobbling or anything. In advance, I want to apologize for the way my shop looks. If anybody follows me on Instagram, you'll know why it looks the way it does, and that is because I had a hole in the floor. Alright, well, I guess it's safe to say I should not have stepped there. So I decided to just go and redo the floor, so I just threw everything back in here, but this is something I wanted to get done. So right now I'm locking the head so I can turn this onto that screw so I can get it nice and tight. There you go. It's good and tight. Unlock my chuck. And look at that, it turns. So, don't forget, you need to have protection. Alright, so now at this point, I'm going to move this out of the way real quick. Alright, let's take a look and see how that is. Alright, got that in there. I'll finish up a little bit on the outside and then we'll get this flipped around and hollow the bowl out. Alright, now that we got this pretty much so round, let me make sure, yep, still tight. Going to reach in here, I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit to make my life a little bit easier. It's going to cut a lot easier, it's going to cut a lot quicker. That in. Let's get this locked down. And let's see how it spins. All right. Make adjustments as I go. Alright, sorry guys, I forgot to restart the camera when I started to put the finish on it. Finish sanding off the camera because that's not that fun to keep watching. So I'm just going to rub in a little bit of tongue oil on this. It comes out beautiful. I love tongue oil. This is just going to be a little decoration bowl. It's not going to be used to eat out of or anything, so I'm not really worried what I actually use for a finish. But I do want to make sure it gets sealed. And tongue oil just brings out all the beautiful colors and the sheen and everything in the wood. I'll put a couple coats on, but I'll do the one right now just as it's in the lathe, and I'll finish it up once I take it out. I'll let you guys take a look to see what it looks like. You can see as I spin it and how it just really pops the color of the grain out of there, especially right there. It's just beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting probably one more coat on this before I switch it around, and then I'll be back with you guys. I don't want to bore you with just wiping down the bowl. Alright, now here we go, we're back. I got it flipped around, I got it in the chuck, I put the live center in it because I am not the best person at making tendons, so I want to be safe. I have a habit of doing what I did again. I didn't make the tendon all that deep, but I also didn't want it to be, you know, all the way up in the bowl. I wanted to maximize the depth of the bowl. So let's see how it works. Hopefully it doesn't fly out and hit somebody or something. I turned the lathe speed down, so we'll see what happens. Here we go. Alright, let me wipe you guys off again. It feels pretty secure in there, I hope. If not, it's going to make for good video, right? Slide my tailstock out of the way. Grab my bowl gouge again, and hopefully it don't fly off. Alright, we're only about halfway, so we got a lot to go, guys. Alright, let's see where we are. Other than you being all dirty over there. I could probably go a little bit more, but I'll probably do most of that with the scraper to try and blend in all these wonderful mistakes that I make. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see how deep we are in there. I can just use a pencil. I want this to be a thick bottom. So I'm right about there. So yeah, I have about a third of the bottom left with the tenon that I'm going to keep on there. I guess I'll just go through and sand everything out. You got to clean up this edge on the outside. It really tore out pretty bad, and it did in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of that done, and then I'll see you back in a few minutes when I'm getting ready to put the finish on it. Here we are, we're back. Just adding some more tung oil to it. Finished up the inside. Getting a good coat on the outside. Making sure it looks pretty. This wood has some beautiful markings in it. It's nice and satiny. It finishes really well. Just want to make sure I get plenty of oil on it. Make sure it seeps in. I'll let this sit overnight with a little bit of oil in it, and then it should be ready to go. What do you say we get her out of here and see what it looks like? Well, let me clean you off. There we go. There's her bowl. Keep getting dust on it. There you go. It's all done. Hopefully it'll go to a happy home sometime soon. So guys, hope you have fun. Just remember, anytime you have knowledge, that's going to be the key to getting you through your next day. Knowledge is always a good thing. You can never have too much of it. In my opinion, any day that you go by and you don't learn something, you might want to go back and look at your day. You should be able to learn something new every day. Just remember, knowledge is key. So any chance you get, make sure that you soak up and absorb whatever you can. It'll only help you in the long run. And don't forget, the knowledge is your edge for every day. Have a nice day, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. There will be more videos like this coming soon. Don't forget, like it, subscribe if you're new to the channel. So, hope you guys had fun. Have a nice day.